What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Jake Shavink here, and today we are continuing, finally, our series on the Packers draft picks from the 2021 NFL Draft. Going to continue with Amari Rodgers today, but this isn't going to be the normal, prospect breakdown video, really. So if you're looking for that, I actually made one on Amari Rodgers pre-draft, so it'll be up here somewhere in a card. So if you want to check that out and then come back to this video, it'll still be here. But so in this video, we're going to talk more about how Amari Rodgers is going to fit in Green Bay's scheme. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at some Clemson film to start where they utilized Amari Rodgers in their offense, and then we'll go over to some Packers film from last year and see what type of concepts and plays that Amari Rodgers might thrive in. So first, we're going to go over here to some Clemson tape here on Amari Rodgers. And first up here, so you're going to see him here in the slot. His ability to maintain adequate speed down the seam, make a play. He's going to be able to be utilized in that way. Here in the slot, can look at, again, what does he do? Makes first defender miss. That's Jimrai Owusu-Koramoah, by the way. He's tough and he's balanced after the catch. A little sidestep there. Shows off that toughness through contact and that balance that he brings. When we talk about making the first defender miss, again, good field vision, good awareness, and again, that elusiveness to make that defender miss in space. Here, bottom screen, going to see him run this little blaze out that he likes to run. Again, creating separation on his own without presence of the scheme. Very important here. A little jet motion from the top. Something you see popularized in Kansas City. Green Bay ran it too, though. So be on the word there. Little screen again. Wide receiver screen and makes that defender miss. Good stiff arm, good balance through contact. Bottom again, blaze out again. Look how compact he stays through that route. So here, this is a fun little play, that fun little wrinkle in Clemson's offense. You're going to see Amari Rodgers top screen here. A little shovel pass forward, a lot of motion there, pre-snap the other direction. And again, you see him make plays in space and make defenders miss. So that's something that's important when you look at Amari Rodgers and what his film brings. Again, he's tough, he's smart after the catch, and he has the balance through contact. He is the missing piece in this Packers offense. So what do we see in the Packers offense? Well, a lot of the concepts revolve around a lot of pre-snap motion. There's some jet motion in there as well. We talked about it briefly there. The Packers do often use that jet motion to their advantage, get people moving before the snap, sometimes run plays opposite of where the motion comes from. But ultimately, they're going to use that forward pass in the jet motion at times. They've used it a little bit in these past 2 seasons under Matt LaFleur, so that's something to look out for. Again, RPOs, something to look out for, wide receiver screens, and also the pony package where they use 2 running backs in the backfield, and they run RPOs off that as well. That is something to watch as well for Amari Rodgers. It's not going to be obviously in this video, but I think Amari Rodgers, with that build, 5'9", like 212, could see him in the backfield a little bit being a running back of sorts. So now I want to look at here some Packers concepts and plays where Amari Rodgers can be used. All right, guys, so starting here on some Packers concepts, we're going to go through a few games here. Not a lot of clips, but just some to get familiarized with what the Packers run and a lot of where Amari Rodgers can be in this scheme. So here, we're going to see pre-snap motion here coming across down to the bottom of the screen. I'm going to run a little flood concept away from this motion. And so you'll see, again, they'll work off that motion. A lot of defenders moving this way, and they're going to run this flood concept. Going to get 3 defenders on this side of 3 offensive players on this side of the field, I should say. And again, a little quick pass to Lazard there to get a first down. So that's something, again, you'll see a lot of that for sure. And Amari Rodgers could end up being, again, Lazard on that play, getting that short pass and be used in that jet motion as well. So here, this is pretty simple. This is where I could see Rodgers being used. Maximize his yards after catch with a little wide receiver screen. Here, this is something where again, we talk about running backs. Amari Rodgers can kind of play that position. I think with his build, as we talked about, he has the option to do that. Here, again, a little toss play here to the outside with Jamal Williams. But again, I think this is something where Amari Rodgers' toughness, his ability to get downhill quickly, that urgency, the field vision after the catch, something that can be utilized in the run game for the Packers. So don't be shocked if that is the case. Here, again, motion, But what it does here is off play action. This motion here, you're going to get this little comeback, this little hook route, and you're going to have Tyler Ervin on this play run this wheel. And when you look at the play itself, Rodgers is going here because there's room. This is a back shoulder throw that Amari Rodgers is going to make. Again, a little late on the throw, a little bit too deep. But if Rodgers throws this back shoulder, and I'll run it through again here, just watch Ervin. Aaron Rodgers is going to trust Amari Rodgers to make this play back shoulder, and this play is going to end up somewhere in here. So that's just something to watch for. All right, now to my favorite part here. The Packers love this, jet all-go running back seam. And it's a concept they used quite a bit. And you'll see here. What happens? Motion here by Ervin, pre-snap. You saw Rodgers do a little pump fake with that to potentially give him the ball, but what's going to do here is you have Aaron Jones, and I'll run it back here a little bit to keep it slower, but Aaron Jones is going to run this seam route from the backfield. He's running up the seam, going to get this guy crossing over into the defenders here. Jay Sternberger's running this wheel route. It's going to create a lot of space. See, all go. Everybody's deep here. It's creating space underneath for Ervin here, but this could end up being Amari Rodgers on this play as well, where he could be used. Again, same type of play here. What this does, though, is obviously Green Bay brought it back. What did they do? What happened on this play? New Orleans said, all right, we got to key into this down here near the line of scrimmage off of this motion. They went here earlier. So where do we get a play made? Well, the running back seam occupies two defenders, and we have Sternberger here open, back shoulder, easy completion for a big play. So that motion pre-snap, again, it has to be in your mind as a defense. So gets him to commit down and make a play. Here's another version of it. Going to see it here. And this is, again, Amari Rodgers is going to be used, I really believe, in this role, this Ervin role in the offense. Again, underneath, they're keyed here, but really, where you're going to see everybody go, again, Aaron Jones is going up the seam. There's space here. And, again, goes to Tunyon. But, again, this is all go, and he was open underneath as well. So that's just something to watch. That concept with Amari Rodgers in it, dangerous stuff. Okay, EQ St. Brown here in motion against the Colts. Going to go back up here. They're going to see that they have numbers because Kenny Moore stays here. It's zone. Again, we got numbers over here. 3-on-2. This is easy. Off the RPO. Action here. This is a perfect play for Amari Rodgers to utilize that yards after catch skill set. Pretty good play here by EQ, but again, a lot of good blocking. Sets him up for an open play. Again, Amari Rodgers, definitely going to be EQ in that type of play. So here, just wanted to highlight this, obviously, as we close here in this last play, is pony package. Two running backs in the backfield. They love doing this. And I think Amari Rodgers could be in the backfield for these type of plays in where Aaron Jones is lining up here. So they run Aaron Jones jet motion here, pre-snap to the outside. And what they're going to do is they run this RPO. See, okay, this defender got taken out of the box. So the decision's already been made. If the defender stays, this RPO, they're going here to Aaron Jones because they got numbers. What happened is linebacker came out, so they go, all right, we'll just hand it off to A.J. Dillon, create some space. So again, when you have a guy like Dillon, who can be a downhill thumper running back, even Aaron Jones can get downhill on that play. To put Amari Rodgers back there and have the threat of receiving on that jet motion, get it to him, and make a play after the catch, that's something to watch for sure. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video and just to see how the Packers really could utilize and incorporate Amari Rodgers into their offense. With Matt LaFleur, the possibilities are going to be endless. Trust me, this is just scratching the surface of what Green Bay is going to do. I'm really excited to see how they utilize him all season long. I'm sure there will be videos on that for sure coming in season. So again, I hope you enjoyed this video. Maybe drop a like if you did. Subscribe if you're new. A lot more coming out. Obviously, we got to finish the Packers draft pick series. We're going to do that this week, so stay tuned. And a lot more NFL draft and NFL content on the way as well. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Really appreciate it. I will see you guys in the next one. Farewell.